Good morning, everyone, and welcome to the morning brief. Excuse me. We're reinvesting fighter proper precision on a daily basis. Have an exciting show for you today. We're going to talk about the Tesla AI Day, and unfortunately, there's not a lot of information out there other than this is going to be a must-see event today. In order to be able to watch it, I went to Tesla.com. No information there. The only information you're going to find is in the mainstream media, where they're saying they think it's going to kick off on the Tesla YouTube channel today. So, I have that pulled up. We can toggle over that after the market open and show you where to go there. But the whole Tesla AI Day, that Tesla's had battery days, they've had automated driving days in the past. So this is where they really kind of do a deep dive, if you will, on the latest and greatest of AI. If you caught a video, there's a video yesterday that was running around of a robot doing parkour, if you're familiar, where it was basically bouncing off of different angles and things and pausing and falling down and rolling and getting back up. Pretty impressive stuff. And if you know what's interesting is if you know Elon Musk's take on AI, he is on record. Now, he says a lot of stuff. So, but he is on record saying AI, artificial intelligence, is the greatest threat to mankind. A lot of movies have been done about this. And, I do kind of agree with the theory that if robots using a generic term for AI, but if robots figure out how to be able to fix other robots, then it's a different story, right? Then why do they need the human race? So good stuff for movies. Is that happening here on Earth? I'd say no. Is it certainly a potential for that to happen? Yeah, I think so. Right. So anyhow, it'll be interesting to see how it all plays out. It'll be interesting to, if you can catch some of it live today, that'd be great. If not, I'm going to probably present a summary of it at some point. There is no morning brief tomorrow. We have volleyball, the tournament that starts at 8 a.m. tomorrow morning. And if both daughters are going to be up, if you know my situation personally, both daughters are playing now. So to have both of them there, can't miss that for the open tomorrow morning. So no morning brief tomorrow, but we'll be back Monday at our regular time. All right. As far as our topics for today, we won't have a question because, again, the tournament starts today, not this morning, but we have a bunch of stuff I need to get done before I can head down there for the tournament this afternoon. And then as far as our longs today, Macy's blew out earnings. So you can see that retail is kind of back, if you will. You'll wonder, the obvious concern there is COVID and the variant and how that's going to work. We do have the booster shots coming now. So again, maybe we're trending back better in the COVID category, or we will be soon. So, too early to tell, but retail certainly has done well lately. And then shorts, all kinds of shorts, right? This looks like it's setting up for today to be the third down day in a row. Again, we talked about this a few days ago, but hey, the market could come in 5 to 10%. It's really just normal noise at that point. So again, nothing to get too concerned about. But for our shorts today, we have Robinhood down almost 10%. Visco is Victoria's Secret spinoff again from L Brands. Red Robin, Gourmet Burger there with RRGB, YY, and Futu are Chinese companies. And then Nikola is, again, the troubled car company. So that's what we have for today. If you're catching us on replay, thank you so much for checking us out. Make sure you click the subscribe as well as the notifications bell. If you're enjoying us in the room, what you don't see is there's a chat window and a Q&A window for folks to ask me questions real time. And with that, let's go ahead and get started. All right, welcome back, everybody. Here's our lineup and card for today, Thursday, August 19th. Standard disclaimer applies to this financial education presentation. You have to do your own due diligence for acting upon anything you hear in this presentation. And a full disclaimer is information available as OTOTnow.com. All right, mission objectives: grow our money, protect our money, and live off our money. Today, we're talking about the Tesla AI Day. Again, artificial intelligence. So we're going to take a look at Tesla stock. We're going to take a look at two other funds that are out there. One is specific to AI, which is Robot, ROBT. And then the other fund that I like for folks is Next Gen, which includes AI and some other things, 5G, future point looking things out there. I love both these funds. Again, they're mostly long-term holds because these are long-term themes if you're in those sorts of things. As far as our flow, it'll be long, short, open, short, long. We're going to take a look at where the market is, talk about that sell-off we've had recently and why you really shouldn't be worried until it continues. I mean, at some point you do have to get worried, but not yet. It's more motion of the ocean right now. Then we'll get into market, get our short-term stuff. We'll do a market review, headline review, get into our trades, and then back out and close up for the day. Contingencies and academic resources are standard. All right, let's take a look at the market. This is TD Ameritrade's ThinkPipes platform that you see here. So here is a 9-month chart. And yeah, it's a straight up chart. Yes, we've had two red days, but overall it's a straight up chart. So all the channels are unbroken. The trend is higher. Afghanistan is wearing on us, wearing on the negativity. You have the Fed talking about tapering towards the end of the year, their bond purchases. That's a headwind, if you will, for the market. And then you have the unknowns with COVID, also a headwind. And of course, the political activity is kind of always there, but no talk of taxes yet, really. So, I think we can still just continue kind of powering higher from here, even though today setting up certainly for a third day down sort of thing. As far as here is that chart of the third day down. So you have this was Monday was an up day. You have Tuesday here in the dark blue down and then up. And then yesterday just kind of fell off the cliff. And then here we are this morning gapping down. For setting up for the day trade, again, you'll have 4 screens. The S&P 500 is always on the left. Macy's are long. I don't really like the long here, so we'll probably switch to 3 shorts. But I like to start with 1 long up. Then we have Red Robin as one of our shorts, and then YY, just long-term chart here to kind of show you this thing's in a straight down move as well. And again, that's how we'll be set up for the market open here in just a few minutes. All right, let's go over and check out those futures that are in the red and refresh these real quick. So you see, okay, 2/3 of a point pretty much across the board in the red there. Going over to Europe, almost 2% across the board for selling off. Again, U.S. Fed's driving a lot of this. Record low in Alibaba. So, high fives to all those people says I should have got out of Alibaba a long time ago. Yep, you're okay. Yep, that's fine. I'm holding through this bottom, and I think, record low. Still think it's a buy right here with lots of pain. So don't go into it if you're not ready to be able to withstand the pain. But if you look at the markets here, again, from anywhere from 0.5% to down to 2%. So lots of selling out there. It's been kind of indiscriminate across the board. A lot of times, diversification means stock market sells off, other things go up. Sometimes like COVID, everything just sold off, right? And there's really no, when it's a mass selling thing, there's really nothing to do because there's no maneuvers to make. Everything is dropping in price. So you're kind of stuck as far as making your deft money management moves, other than just kind of watch it and then watch for that opportunity as, again, prices get lower. So here you go. The 10 years below 1.25. Got oil falling almost back to our normal 40 to 60 range. Haven't had that in a while for sure. Gold and silver, yep, a little bit of a bump there, and then crypto was selling off as well. All right, back over to our headlines. Analyst calls, let's run through those real quick since I didn't look at them earlier. AMC is a sell. It's been a sell for a long time. Apple overweight, yep. Tesla overweight, okay. Coinbase is an outperform. Not sure I agree with that. Boeing, yep. Hey, defense stocks are going to be coming back, right? Boeing, Lockheed, Raytheon. Need to take a hard look at those again, especially if things if things out of the Afghanistan fall out of, if things start bubbling up national defense or security wise, we'll need to take a hard look at those and maybe move back in or add to the positions we have. Target is a buy. Fortress Energy, don't really follow them. Salesforce, yep, top pick. Facebook, again, some negativity out there with Facebook about how they're handling the Taliban and all that. But overall, it's still the best. Your 2 biggest advertisers out there are Google and Facebook, right? So they're making tons of money. NVIDIA buy, Roku buy, Best Buy buy. I don't know about that. I wouldn't do that myself. Exxon and buy, I wouldn't necessarily go into that either. Lowered its price target on Robinhood to 41 from 45. Again, Robinhood got hit pretty hard this morning, and the CEO was on TV explaining himself not too long ago, right before we took the air. GDP, everybody's forecasting a little less GDP than we had out there before. Trying to look for see if there's an AI day bullet here for us to click on. If not, we'll catch it up after the open. Yeah, I see us here. This is true every day. More 401k and IRA millionaires than ever. As balances hit all-time high. Honestly, you start young and you just start with what you can do, and you're going to be a millionaire probably in your 40s, if not 50s, if you have a six-figure type job and you've been diligent about it. Honestly, people are like, what's the key to success? I don't know, just do that, right? But for most people that didn't start early, then you have to get into this catch-up game. And you see it's kind of painful, but teach whether you did this right or did this wrong, turn around and teach your kids this, is that when they have an earned income, start funding their IRAs. When they have the W-2 type job, max out that 401k. Literally, it takes care of itself, even if you're going into the brainless allocation of just putting it into the S&P 500 index fund, right? Even if you're going to be totally hands off, just do it, and literally you'll be a millionaire in your 40s or early 50s. All right. Let's take a look. I do not see the AI day, so let's take a look at Tesla stock. I got asked yesterday, hey, is it time to get into Tesla stock because it's off of its highs of the 900, 900 level. It's back down to let's call it 700 here. Is kind of ramping up. You do have that kind of pennant formation, means it's going to break one way or the other. That's technical analysis stuff. But really, for 3 months, it's really been kind of bouncing off of that just below, 575 level, which it hit twice. So is it safe here? Yeah, probably. There's no way you can justify the valuation if you get down here and look at, this, right? So every red number out there is just like, wow. There are people shorting it, and even though it's been a house of pain. But the stock has moved up so much, super expensive. But what makes this stock hold its value is the cult following that it has. And we're not talking just, kind of Reddit folks with let's pick a name and amp it up. We're talking people that are loyal to Tesla like no other, right? They have the car, if not more than one. They love Elon Musk like a cult leader that he is, kind of. He has the good cult leader personality, if you will. They're not selling because they believe. That's different from we're not selling just because the apes are gathering around saying, hey, we're all not selling, kind of thing. I don't own it personally. I'm not about to buy into it at the 650 level. I would rather have it below 100, but it's probably not going to be there, right? So anyhow, it's one of these, if you have to have it by yourself, 10 shares or whatever's responsible in your portfolio, so you have a piece of it, so you feel you're part of it. But it's not. So I don't see this going above 1,000 anytime soon. I just don't see the upside there. I think all the risk is to the downside, which makes me stay clear of it, even though I'm highly entertained by Elon Musk, and I do like what they put out as far as the products. I don't have one, but I've been in several, and they're pretty cool, right? Next gen is the other one we're taking a look at as far as the AI theme. Again, higher and going higher, basically off of the fund. Funds are a little bit harder, but you see the performance there, and you see it does kick off a little bit of a dividend. And then the other one I talked about was ROBT, which is an AI portfolio, kind of tracking. It does have Tesla as one of its top holdings, almost a Tesla chart, right? So I'd rather hold this than the actual Tesla stock. Again, lower price point, and there's other things involved. So with that, give me a second, and we will get set up for the market open. Good morning, everyone. Welcome to the On Time, On Target play of the day. We have 5 seconds to the market open. You are not looking at it. Let me share it out here. Here is the TD Ameritrade platform and the opening bell. You have 4 screens in front of you. Have the S&P 500 over here. You can say we're already down 2/3 of a point. And then we have one long in Macy's. I don't like it very much, but we'll hold on to it for a second. And then you have Round Rock Gourmet Burgers gapping down all out of our range now, 13% down. And then this is YY. I'm going to zoom this chart into what's more useful. For today, you have YY down. It's, gosh, gapped all the way down here, and that's kind of back. So that doesn't look very good for a short today. I see Macy's just selling off hard there. So I actually kind of like that. So let's look at this. 1875, we're looking at 1890 going higher. That's right there at our entry point right now. And I can't pull the trigger on it. I just can't do it. Thinking about doing it. Can't quite do it. Kind of need to come back down here again and then turn around and go higher. Looks like it maybe will do that. Market's got a couple of percent going higher here. That's again the attraction here. Oh, I can't do it. Cannot hop into Macy's there. All right, Round Rock Gourmet Burger, that's already down out of our range. I put Macy's over here. Did not mean to mirror image that. I meant to put Hood, Robin Hood, and see how Robin Hood's acting. Don't know why it's not pulling up there. Crap, that would have been so nice right there. 1895, back out of it in 1950. All right, for some reason, the chart's not pulling up on Hood, so we'll take a look at Visco. Again, that's the spinoff of Victoria's Secret, down 8%. There's your earnings number. Again, market power and higher. I kind of like that. The 50-cent stop. So 5 is really right here. But I don't like the setup on that either, but better than Round Rock. Looks like Round Rock. Looks like Red Robin is kind of stopped out here. Let's go on to something else. We'll take a look at YY. We had that up earlier. It's backed up, so I'm not going to take that. Futu Holdings, FUTU, again, another Chinese firm. Again, almost already a $2 move down there, so really can't take that. And then Nikola. Covering the high today would be 995, 985 would be the entry right here. We don't really, it's back above it now. Again, not really caring for the entry on any of these. And look at the longs on another screen, see if there's any longs that are available. All right, in the long category, let's see. Riot Blockchain, we can look at our IoT. And then CHRS. We'll take a look at both of those. Look at CHRS. These are longs now. CHRS and Riot. With the market power and higher, do we have any entry into these longs here? No, not really with either. That one's even. Oh, that one's backed up all the way almost to even. So, all right. If you're dying to trade, if 1880 holds here, you can take Macy's long. I'll call it. We'll call it 78. Covered at 78 at 15 cents. Oh, made the math hard. So 80 would be 95, so it'd be 93, 1893 going higher with a 15-cent that this 1880 has to hold. Okay, looks like it's going to hold. Again, 1893 is the entry point we're waiting on. So it's a 15-cent stop. There it is. 1893 is your entry. And again, going long here. It was all based on that 1880 holding. So it went right back down and tested it again. So 15 cents again would be 1908. And then 23. And then 38 would be our exit point. So again, there's how the trade is structured. We're still in it. Yep, get it over this drawn here. 1938 is the exit point to the upside for 3R. Okay, so we'll let that cook. Again, you're covered down here at 1878. And again, your exit's 1938 there. All right, let's look at around the world here real quick while we have that set up, and we'll check back on it. Not a whole lot of names in the green here. You see CBD, Netflix. Haven't talked about Netflix in a while. Lowe's up after the big up day yesterday. DOC is a healthcare REIT, real estate investment trust for healthcare. Some doctors renting office space, that sort of thing. Costco, Dominion, Home Depot, Amazon. All right. And on the downsides, we're going to see some big names. You got DD, KWeb continues to sell off, Baba, Neo. So there's all your Chinese name. DXC, talked about that yesterday. They were down 10 or 11%. Roblox, again, has been selling off lately. DraftKings down a little bit. Trade Desk, a lot of things are going to be down right around that 1% move here today. TQLBD, that dropped from 26% in just while we were talking about it. So overall, you can see the SPY down a third of a point up from where we started this morning, but certainly in the red for the day. All right, here we are back to our trade. Again, we entered it down here at 1893, actually. So we're at the 2R point, looking to go higher and exit at 1938. So we'll see if we get that. I'm going to turn it over and take you off the screen for a second, then we'll check back. Talk about the Tesla AI day real quick. So again, no hard to find information on the Tesla thing, but here's their YouTube channel. If you simply go Tesla YouTube channel, get rid of that's a comment from my channel over there. How do I hide that? Anyway, we'll get to that here in a second, but behind it is the Tesla. There we go. Tesla YouTube channel. So this is what it looks like. You could subscribe and then you'll get the notification when they go live. But that is what the rumor is, at least for Tesla AI Day, is that it's going to go live and you'll be able to listen in. They're not talking, I haven't heard when yet, and I haven't heard how long they're going to actually go. And again, I might try to catch it live if I can, at least through an earbud. And if not, I'll just catch the highlights and present those if need be. All right, go back to our trade real quick. Our trade hasn't exited yet. We're up about an hour and a half. So again, we'll report it back on that later. With that, I'm gonna let you go. Again, no meeting tomorrow. We will be back with you Monday. Have a good weekend. Bye.